So why do you think the West Side Market has become so iconic and unique in Cleveland?
Why do I think it's been iconic? I think it's the fact that it's just withstood 100 years of Cleveland history. You know, it opened in 1912 and it's still there for a reason. You know, locally grown and local tenants like selling their stuff at the market. That's always important. And it's always attracted people, whether it's goes through slumps or not. You know, it's always there, it's still standing, and it probably still will be for 100 more years. So just expresses a lot of what Cleveland is, I guess.
Do you think people like the West Side Market because Cleveland itself is so diverse and the West Side Market kind of shows off that diversity?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's, you know, they sell every sort of food that you can imagine, but it's not even just the product, it's the people too, you know, the people that work there. You got, you know, Ukrainians, Lebanese, Egyptian, Americans, you got just culture around every corner, and that's exciting and that's interesting to a lot of people, and you connect to those people and it makes you appreciate like what products you're getting from them to eventually like put on your kitchen table, you know. I think that just expresses a lot of like what Cleveland is and how it all came together, you know, from the past to now, I guess.
As someone who's grown up in the West Side Market, I think that's fair to say, right?
That's true to say, yeah. I grew up there, basically.
What does it mean to you that it's being so recognized on Food Network and, you know, all these different massive national publications? So, like, is that cool to you, or is it kind of annoying whenever you see it?
It's a little mixture of both, just because to me it's always been there. It's always been recognized as something of a resource to Cleveland. Like it's just always been there to me, and then now it's, you know, getting recognized. But I think that just attests to the fact that it's growing and they're getting a lot of really good stands out there and really good food. And I mean, I guess with this day and age, like being on social media, being on TV is a good thing. I mean, it gives exposure. I know it's good for business and my family's business and my aunt's business. It, you know, attracts people, and people will roam around and want to come back, and they get the whole sense of how it's really good to contribute to those kinds of stands. So I guess it's a mixture of both that, you know, I was there from my beginning, so it's always been something there, but it's nice that it's getting recognized and spreads a lot of recognition to Cleveland in general.
What's your favorite thing about the West Side Market? Like, I think everyone's got their favorite thing. Like, mine was always, I don't know why, but mine was always seeing the whole pig in the meat. In the meat stand. So do you have like a specific thing that it reminds you of, you know, good times spent at the West Side Market, or something that you've always just thought really cool?
Yeah, I mean, I think with me it kind of goes back to like when I was a little kid and my dad had his first stand there, and I remember going to Johnny's Hot Dog, where my parents work now, and getting food for everyone working at the stand, and then I would just sit, you know, I would eat my food and sit across from Johnny's on the little table things that they have attached to the wall. I would climb up there on the milk crates and just sit there and eat my hot dog. Or I would like go up to the balcony and sit there and eat, and it was just, I don't know, I guess that's what I remember, because I was, you know, I worked kind of when I was younger, but I didn't really work as I do now, like at the market. So kind of hanging around, killing time was something I did a lot as a kid there. And obviously you eat the food because you're there and you get hungry, so just sitting around and like watching everything and eating, you know, the market food was kind of something that I always think of when I go back there.
So your parents own Johnny Hot Dog now. What's your recommendation there? Like, what's the best thing to get at your parents' stand?
Well, you gotta get a Johnny's Hot Dog. With the works, you gotta get mustard, chili, and onions on there. I'm a vegetarian now, which is ironic, so I haven't had one in a long time, but it is, I mean, I remember the taste, and it's a good hot dog. I also enjoy the grilled cheeses. help yourself to that, There's a whole menu. I haven't worked there in a long time. Oh, and breakfast. Breakfast is actually a really good meal to get there, egg sandwiches and such. But I haven't worked there in quite some time with my parents, unfortunately, and they've changed the menu a lot lately, just adding some different stuff and just adding things to the menu, but all the traditional stuff is there, but you gotta get a hot dog.